Welcome back to another episode. Today we will be leaving Labuan, Bajo on the island of Flores, heading to Komodo National Park on a 3-day little sailing cruise. So join me for the ride.
Komodo dragons are suspected to have thrived for millions of years, yet they were only discovered less than 100 years ago. Komodo dragons are actually not dragons. It can grow nearly 10 feet long and average 150 pounds, though researchers have discovered some weighing in excess of 300 pounds. Komodo National Park was established in 1980 to protect the vulnerable species from poaching and human encroachment, among other threats. Well, that's enough history on the Komodo dragons for now. Let's get this party started. Our first stop of the journey is Kelor Island. Hey, welcome to Kelor Island. This is our first stop on our journey to Komodo Island. It's a small island. It's got a viewpoint at the top. It's got some boats that are stuck on sandbars. There is a short hike up the hill to get a good view of the surroundings, which are truly beautiful. Alright, so now we just hiked up. It's about a 10-minute hike. We've reached the top of Kelor Mountain. The island does have spots where you can sit in the shade and grab a beer or something to eat if you'd like. There is also a spot to snorkel right out in front of the beach. Just boarded back on our boat from Kalong Island, heading to our next destination. Stay tuned. We have now reached Strawberry Island. It's got all kinds of cool rocks with all kinds of wild colors. It gets its name Strawberry Rock because of its pink color that is formed by different types of crystals. Once you get past all the funky looking rocks on Strawberry Island, you just follow the path up the mountain more through the dry brush. Come with me. Another thing you can do after you climb up Strawberry Island is you can head on in, swim in towards the shore, and there's a nice reef to do some snorkeling. We're getting ready to head out there ourselves. Oh, and I guess if you don't want to swim in, here comes our boat right there. A little boat, they can drag you, bring you in. We just did some snorkeling on Strawberry Island. As the sun is getting close to setting, we anchor off of Kalong Island. The local word Kalong means bat, so this is where the island gets its name. This island is well known for the colony of thousands of giant fruit bats, also known as flying foxes, who live in the mangrove forests that cover the island. Just after sunset, the sky fills with thousands of bats heading out to find their food.
It's about 4 in the morning now, and we are getting ready to go hike up Mount Padar.
Padar is a small island located between Komodo and Rinca Islands within Komodo Archipelago. Padar Island is a popular place for the liveaboards to go watch the sunrise. One problem with this stop, as you can see by all the boats down below, is that it gets very, very crowded. And if you're thinking that you will wake up a little earlier to beat the crowds to the top, there's another 100 boats all thinking the same thing. Padar Island is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site because it is within the territory of the Komodo National Park along with the Komodo Island. We climbed to the top of Mount Padar. It is really beautiful, it's spectacular, but the problem is there are a lot of people here. Around Padar Island, there are also 3 or 4 smaller islands that have their own unique panorama. We're back down at the bottom of Mount Padar. Right next to the little harbor, there is a nice beach. We're heading to the pink beach next, which is on the other side of the mountain. I'll show you too when we arrive. Padar Island also has a pink stretch of beach, which is perfect for swimming, playing in the water, and snorkeling. Hey, welcome back. We have arrived at Pink Beach. If you're coming from Mount Padar after you were there for sunrise, it's about an hour and 10-minute cruise. We took the little boat into Pink Beach. There's not many people here yet. It's mellow. The sand is pretty cool. It's nice and pink, and there's all kinds of shells around too, some little pieces. Now I will show you how to make a pink sand angel. It's a lot like a snow angel that you would make in the snow, except I make it in the pink sand. According to legend, the first snow angels came from medieval Jewish mystics who would roll around in the snow to purge themselves from evil urges. Sounds like I need to spend some more time rolling around in the sand. After a long morning, it's back to the boat for a little sun and the fun with the great group of people that we are spending a few days on the boat with. It was nice spending time with all of them and getting to know them a little bit. Our next stop of the day is Komodo Island, which is inhabited by a population of around 5,700 giant lizards whose appearance and aggressive behavior have led them to be called Komodo Dragons. They exist nowhere else in the world and are of great interest to scientists studying the theory of evolution. All right, made it to land. You don't have to
take a little boat to the beach here. There is a big pier that goes way out, so you park there at the end, and then you just walk down the pier. It's always cool seeing something you've never seen before. I've seen this little sign on YouTube a bunch of times, so it's cool to actually be under it.
Komodo Island is one of the 7 wonders of nature.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
How are you today?
Amazing.
It's a pleasure to see you today. Thank you so much for coming to our kingdom. Welcome to Komodo Island.
Thank you.
And welcome to Loh Liang, as you see in the map over there. Loh Liang was taken from local language. Loh means bay and Liang means hall or dragoness. Honestly, to see Komodo, I'm not guaranteed to you, because 100% of Komodo here is wildlife. So depend how lucky you are today. And I hope this morning and this afternoon we will lucky we found Komodo Loh.
The first Westerners to visit Komodo Island were the Dutch in 1910. Realizing the significance of the dragons on Komodo Island as an endangered species, the Dutch government issued a regulation of protection of the lizards on Komodo Island in 1915.
Komodo Dragon has 3 kinds nests. Those are ground nest, the first upon the list, ground nest, and the second it's mount nest, and the last upon the list like this, edge nest. Female coming back to the nest, sleep, because female and male also, Komodo Dragon is not active anymore in the night. As I told you before, they're just active in the day.
Also, Komodo dragons are cold-blooded, and all they do is eat meat. They don't eat any vegetables, and they are the top predator on the island. They eat a lot of wild boar and deer. And they actually have buffalo here too as well. Also, mother Komodos eat their own babies if they can catch them, because baby Komodos can run up to 70 miles an hour, and their mother, full grown, can only run 18 miles an hour because she weighs too much.
Our next stop of the day is Manta Point, Komodo National Park's biggest dive site, approximately 3 kilometers long by 400 to 500 meters wide. If you're not really into snorkeling or diving, there is a really neat sandbar you can just hang out and chill that also provides a little shelter. Komodo National Park also has a large population of sea turtles that you will see along your journey.
Oppa Gangnam Style.
Hey, how's it going? We are now on our way to Kalong Island, if I can find it. My compass seems to be a little broken. Fixed my compass, found the island behind me here, and now we're gonna do some snorkeling. I heard it's a good place to do some snorkeling.
We are now on our way back to Labuan, Bajo. We spent a great 3 days with a really nice group of people, but it is now time for us to head out to the airport and catch a flight. The transfer from the boat back to the airport, which isn't far from town, is all included in the boat price. Getting ready to head out of Flores, currently in the Labuan Bajo Komodo Airport. This concludes today's episode. If you like, please subscribe, and don't forget to smash that like button.
Getting ready to take off. I brought my twin brother with me today. This is going to be a wild time. Woo!